So without wasting any time, let's start with the first topic, that is a cost sheet. So boys and girls, first of all, we are going to discuss format of the cost sheet. Then we'll go through all the important points, all the tricky points. Then we are going to solve 3 questions on cost sheet as well. And all the 3 questions are important question, means all the tricky question we are going to solve. So after this revision lecture, what you're going to do, after this revision lecture, go through all our questions. No need to solve any question, just go through all the questions. So give 1 hour, half hour, 45 minutes at least after the revision lecture, so that all topic will get covered. So no extra revision will be required. So within less time, you are going to revise quickly. So start. So what is the first item of your cost sheet, format of cost sheet? Fast, Sarji. You know, tell me. Online student? Yes. What is your first item of the cost sheet? Is it direct material, purchase, direct material, consume? What it is, Sarji? Direct material, consume. Okay, Sarji. Main important part, direct material, consume. What is your next part of your cost sheet? Direct employee cost, direct labor cost will be covered second. Then third line will be your direct expenses. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses will become your prime cost. Correct? In that prime cost, you will have to add factory overhead. I am first just discussing this, then tricky point I'll discuss later. In the prime cost, you are going to add factory overheads. You will get gross factory cost, which is also called as a gross works cost. Anything you can write, either gross factory cost or gross works cost, you can write. In that, add opening stock of work in progress less closing stock of work in progress. You will get net factory cost or you will get net works cost. Then add 5 items. Remember these 5 items. Which are the 5 items? Quality control, research and development, administration overhead. All administration overhead will not be covered here. Administration overhead which are related with the production only will be covered here. In the question, most of the question, administration overhead status, nature of the administration overhead will be given, whether they are general or whether they are related with the production. So no worries. Most of the example it will give. If it is not given, then you will have to assume in example or in that examination whether they are general or production related. Next one, less credit for recoveries, byproduct sale, scrap sale, or defective product sale, or any other miscellaneous income you'll have to deduct from here. Next one, add primary packing of the product. So primary packing you'll have to add. Next one, you will get the cost of production. Which are the 5 items? Quality control, research and development, administration related with the production, less sale of scrap, sale of byproduct, sale of defective unit, or any other miscellaneous income. Then you'll have to add your primary packing. Next one, you'll get cost of production. In that cost of production, add opening stock of finished goods less closing stock of finished goods. You will get COGS, cost of goods sold. In that cost of goods sold, after that, you'll have to add general administration expenses. Then you'll have to add, guys, selling overhead, distribution overhead. So first of all, ignore this packing, secondary packing, etc. So selling overhead, you'll have to add distribution overhead. As per the new amendment, you know this new amendment, if any interest cost is given in the question, interest on non-equity fund. What? Interest on non-equity fund, as per the new amendment, it will be added as a separate element of cost of sales. Separate element of cost of sale. So here you will add interest on non-equity fund. You'll have to show separate element of cost of sales. First of all, you'll add administration overhead general, then you'll add selling overhead, then you'll add distribution overhead. So then interest on non-equity fund, it is a new amendment, you'll have to consider it. So it will be your cost of sales. In that cost of sales, you'll add profit, final figure will be your sales. Now, let's go to some tricky adjustment very quickly. Everyone please concentrate on tricky adjustment. Yes, sir. First tricky adjustment. In every question, this adjustment is must. Now, adjustment is, suppose in a question, sales quantity is given 10,000. Opening stock of finished goods is given 2,000. Closing stock of finished goods is given 1000. In every question you'll have to calculate these. So what will be your production quantity? What will be your production quantity? So you'll have to find production quantity with the help of one formula, and formula is, Sarji, everyone please concentrate. Sales add closing stock minus opening stock is equal to production quantity. What is your formula, guys? Sales add closing stock minus opening stock is equal to production quantity. So boys and girls, your sales quantity will be suppose 10,000, add closing stock 1,000 minus opening stock 2,000. How much quantity you are going to produce? Is it 9,000, Prabhu? Yes or no? You are going to produce how many units? 9,000. Guys, same formula is applicable if production is given in the question, closing stock is given in the question, opening stock given in the question, and sales is a question mark. So same formula you will apply, some permutation combination, some shifting will be there, and you will find the sales. Same format will be applicable if production is given, sales is given, opening stock is given, but closing stock is question mark. So in every question, you'll have to follow this. First working note should be your production quantity or sales quantity, or how much is the closing stock quantity, how much is the opening stock quantity, if it is not directly given in a question. So repeat, guys. What is your format for production quantity? Sales add closing stock of finished goods minus opening stock of finished goods is equal to production quantity. Please tell me how to calculate sales now. Fast, 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 sir. Quick, Sirji. Sirji, production quantity, add opening stock minus closing stock is equal to sales quantity. Clear, guys? How to calculate closing stock quantity? How to calculate closing stock quantity? Fast, Sirji. Sirji, production quantity, add opening stock minus sales is equal to closing stock quantity. Everyone got this permutation combination? Remember, this is must. In every question where output is given, opening stock is given, sales quantity is given, you'll have to remember this adjustment. Next one. We'll go to the second part, second important adjustment which will be followed in every question almost. Material consumption. What is your first line of cost sheet? Material consumed. Everyone please concentrate. Apart from this, no other adjustment will be asked in examination. So what are the adjustment? First adjustment will be, guys, you will be given opening stock of raw material, you will be given closing stock of raw material, you will be given purchases of the raw material. Next one, after that you will be given carriage inward, transportation cost of that incoming material. Then it will be given sale of scrap material, sale of scrap material. Next one, purchase return. Next one, purchase return. These are maximum possible adjustment in that material consumption. Till now only this adjustment asked by our institute. So first line of the cost sheet is material consumption. Opening stock is given, say for example 10,000 rupees. Closing stock is given 20,000 rupees. Purchases is suppose 1 lakh. Carriage inward is 5,000. Sale of scrap of material is 4,000. And purchase return is suppose 10,000. Now you'll have to calculate material consumption. Please concentrate, guys. Material consumption will be calculated as follows. Opening stock of material, add purchases of the material. Opening stock, add purchases of the material, less purchase return. Less purchase return. Add carriage inward. Add carriage inward. Next one, less sale of scrap of material. Sale of scrap of material. Then less closing stock of raw material. It will be direct material consumed. It will be direct material consumed. So tell me, how much is the opening stock given in the question? Is it 10,000? How much is your purchases, guys? Is it 1 lakh? So immediately from purchases, deduct the purchase return. This is common rule we follow. From purchases, we deduct the purchase return. How much is your purchase return, Prabhu? 10,000 will be the purchase return. How much will be the carriage inward, freight inward? 5,000 will be added as a freight inward, carriage inward. Less sale of scrap. How much is your sale of scrap? Is it 4,000? Next, closing stock of raw material given in the question, it is 20,000. So kindly tell me how much will be the amount of material consumed? 81,000. So apart from this, no adjustment generally asked in examination. Till now, only these adjustments are asked. So tell me what will be the format of consumption of the material. Opening stock, add purchases, less purchase return, add carriage inward, freight inward, transportation cost of incoming material, less sale of scrap of material, directly sale of material, scrap of material, deterioration, obsolescence, sale of material, then less closing stock. You will get final direct material consumed. Clear, boss? Next item, Sarji, second line of the cost sheet is direct labor cost. Boys and girls, remember, in direct labor cost, not only direct wages will be covered, not only direct wages will be covered, but you will have to add bonus, allowances, perquisite, overtime wages, whatever benefit worker are getting, you'll have to add, like contribution to the provident fund, add, contribution to state insurance, add, bonus received, add, overtime wages received, add, any other travel concession, travel benefit, health benefit, educational benefit, HRA, whatever allowances, whatever perquisite, whatever benefit is received by the direct worker, by whom? Direct worker, will be added in direct wages. But what if this allowances perquisite is given for indirect wages? Where you will write, Sarji? You will write indirect wages or you will write in factory overheads. All indirect costs will go to where, Sarji? Factory overhead. Is it clear? In question, if nothing given, directly it is given direct wages, bonus, allowances, perquisites, HRA, then provident fund contribution and all. But nature is not given. Whether they are direct worker related or whether they are general. You will have to assume these are related with the direct worker. These are related with the direct worker. Are you sure? If it is directly given in a question, these are related with the direct worker, then no problem. If it is given these are related with the indirect worker, it will go to overheads. But nothing given, you'll have to assume it as related with the production, means direct worker, sir. Chalo. First item over, second item over, third item is the direct expenses. These 8 items fix in your mind for the direct expenses. Minimum 8 items can be asked in examination. And in every question, new element they ask. So direct expenses, 8 item minimum you'll have to remember. First direct expenses is your royalty. Which one it is? Royalty. All royalty will not be covered. Be specific. Production related royalty is a direct expenses. If royalty is payable on sales, it will not be covered in direct expenses. Remember, in your notes, in your institute, that booklet, it is given royalty related with the process. Royalty related with the production only is a direct expenses. Second, outsourcing charges, subcontracting charges, job charges to the job worker. Outsourcing charges, subcontracting charges, job charges to the job worker will be direct expenses. Third one, cost of utilities like power, fuel, steam, etc. Cost of utilities. Remember, sir, very interesting, very important part. While solving cost sheet question, power is your direct expenses. But while solving overhead question, power is your overheads. We'll discuss in that overhead also. If you remember, guys, power cost will be distributed horsepower into machine hour. Yes or no? It is overhead in overhead topic. But if you are preparing cost sheet, our institute consider power cost as a direct expenses. Next one. Fourth example is higher charges of specific equipment. Higher charges of specific equipment. If for production you are hiring some equipment, I told you example of Tichkule and Tichkule company road roller. So that Tichkule and Tichkule company, they don't have road roller. So always they take on hire that road roller. That road roller is a direct expenses. So higher charges of the specific equipment is your direct expenses. Software expenses. Software, sir, any specific expenses you are paying for the software, like for chartered accountant, tally software, computax software, or any other software needed to work is direct expenses for that chartered accountant. As I told you in class, guys, if I am providing a recorded lecture to the student, encrypted lecture I will provide, and serial key charges or that guys software charges is a direct expenses for me. Next, Sarji, five, 4 or 5 item are over. Next item will be special drawing and designing charges. Drawing and designing expenses, production related drawings and design will be covered under direct expenses. Next one, Sarji. Next item will be technical know-how and assistance. Technical know-how and assistance is a direct expenses. Next item, Sarji, remember amortized cost of mold, patterns and patents. Amortized cost of mold, patterns and patent. Amortized cost का मतलब it means that depreciated value. If the life of that mold is 2 years and you are preparing cost sheet for 1 year, so you'll have to take a depreciated value. Yes or no? Next one. Sir, next item is a vague item. In our module, they have given that any other expenses which are directly related with the production. If production increases, that expenses increases. If production decreases, that expenses decreases. If your production is 0, then that expenses will be 0. Is also a direct expenses. So apart from all these example, if any other specific example which are directly related with the production also covered under direct expenses. So this list you'll have to remember, guys, boys and girls, list of these direct expenses which we have written in our concept book. Sarji, most important. One of the item, every examination, institute shuffle this. In every examination, one of the item generally they ask. Really important. You'll have to remember all these 8 or 9 items which we have discussed. Here, job charges, subcontracting charges is not written. So in your concept book also you can write there job charges, subcontracting charges, outsourcing charges will also be covered under direct expenses. Okay, let's move ahead. Next item will be your overheads. Next item will be your overhead. Everyone please concentrate here. Sarji, any overhead, factory overhead, administration overhead, selling overhead, distribution overhead. In the factory overhead, 3 element will be covered. In factory overhead, 3 element will be covered. Indirect material used in factory, indirect labor working in the factory, indirect expenses incurred in a factory will be covered under factory overhead. Sarji, list is common. Factory overhead, administration overhead, selling overhead, distribution overhead. Sarji, please tell me rent of the factory. Factory overhead, administration overhead, selling overhead or distribution overhead? Quick answer, Sarji. Rent of the factory will be factory overhead. Same rent of the office, administration overhead. Same rent of the sales department, same rent of the warehouse, distribution overhead. Rent of the distribution department over. Printing and stationery used in factory, factory overhead. Printing and stationery used in office, administration overhead. Same printing and stationery used in sales department to print the bills, selling overhead. Same printing and stationery used in distribution department for transportation and warehousing purpose, it will be distribution overhead. Correct, guys? Repairs and maintenance of the factory, repairs and maintenance of office, administration overhead. Repairs and maintenance of the sales department, selling overhead. Repairs and maintenance of the distribution department, repair and maintenance of the warehouse, repairs and maintenance of the transport vehicle, distribution overhead. Sarji, salary of the factory personnel like salary of the supervisor, salary of the factory manager, salary of the Sarji, production line manager. So salary of the storekeeper, security guard, salary of the factory. So any person who is an indirect person working in the factory, indirect worker means who is not directly involved in production. Indirect worker means who is not directly involved in production, who is not involved in conversion of raw material into final product. So that all indirect person who is not directly involved in production, if they are involved in the factory, it will be your factory overheads. chartered accountant salary, cost accountant salary, company secretary salary, accountant salary, staff salary, clerical staff salary, director salary, managing director salary, technical director salary, any other director salary. Where you will write this? Which administration overhead? Production related administration overhead or general administration overhead? Will be covered under general administration overhead. So, sir, these are the list for that administration overhead, factory overhead, selling overhead, distribution overhead. Remember wordings. In distribution overhead, two type of expenses will be covered. In distribution overhead, first expenses will related to the warehouse. All warehouse related expenses, rent of the warehouse, insurance of the warehouse, insurance of the final product, warehouse keeper salary, warehouse staff salary, security guard salary, depreciation of equipment in the warehouse, depreciation of the furniture in the warehouse, so whatever will be your distribution overhead. Next one, after this warehouse, Sarji, all transportation of finished goods related expenses, truck related expenses, distribution overhead, it will be covered under distribution overheads. Next one. So after this factory overhead, administration overhead, selling and distribution overhead, boss, you'll have to tell me administration overhead will be divided into two parts. Which are the two parts of the administration overhead? Administration overhead can be related with the production, and second one will be the general administration overhead. You tell me where to write administration overhead related with the production. Whether you will write after cost of production or before cost of production. Before cost of production, it is one of the 5 items. Which are the 5 items? Quality control, research and development, administration related with the production. If general administration overhead will be there, then you will have to write along with the selling and distribution overhead after cost of goods sold. Correct, boss? Next one. Sir, administration overhead adjustment is over. Most important part, guys. Online student, please concentrate. Yes, face-to-face batch. Online student, please concentrate. Sir, please note down this as a most important adjustment of the cost sheet. How to value closing stock. Especially when you are solving question of cost accounting, integrated, non-integrated, where reconciliation question are asked. Most of the student write wrong answer for the closing stock. In costing, how to value closing stock, you will have to follow this formula. Production cost divided by production quantity multiplied by closing stock quantity. Tell me, what will be your formula for closing stock value? Production cost divided by production quantity multiplied by closing stock quantity. Purposefully, what institute will do? They will give the record of finance. They will give the record of finance, financial P&L account. They will give the record of the finance. In that finance, specifically, they will give the value of opening stock of finished goods. They will specifically give the value of closing stock of finished goods. My dear friends, in examination, while preparing cost sheet, while preparing cost accounts, don't copy this closing stock of finished goods value as it is, because in cost sheet, closing stock of finished goods will be valued at production cost upon production quantity multiplied by closing stock quantity. Most of the students make this mistake. Avoid this mistake. In cost sheet, closing stock value will be calculated with the help of that formula. Production cost upon production quantity multiplied by closing stock quantity. Next one. Sarji, per unit, I'll explain later. Per unit information. Next one. Full concentration here. Full concentration here. Some student will confuse in examination, and if you confuse, either you will get full marks or directly you will get 0 marks. This adjustment, either you will give, it will give directly full marks or directly it will give 0 marks in cost sheet. And in so many examination, institute asks this adjustment, and that adjustment is sale of scrap. Full concentration here. Sale of scrap treatment is different Read, sir. What I have written? Sale of scrap, different treatment. Only sale of scrap word they have used. Sale of scrap of material. Sale of scrap of material. Sir, if only sale of scrap is given, only sale of scrap is given, then it will be adjusted in that 5 items. Which are the 5 items? Quality control, research and development, administration related with the production, less sale of scrap. Is it clear? But if in a question it is specifically written sale of scrap of material, then this will be adjusted in material consumption. This will be adjusted where, Sarji? In material consumption. What are the adjustment in that material consumption? Opening stock, add purchases, less purchase return, add carriage inward, less sale of scrap of material, less closing stock. Yes or no? So what is the deciding rule, sir? Only scrap use, then one of the 5 items. Sale of scrap of material use, then adjust in material consume. Okay, Prabhu. Friends, institute is really smart. Now student knows this adjustment. Institute is really smart. What you will do, please tell me. What you will do, please tell me. Sir, in a question, institute will give like this, wording like this. Sale of scrap generated during production process. Sale of scrap generated during production process. So you tell me where you will adjust this sale of scrap. Will you adjust in one of the 5 items, or you will adjust in material consumption? One of the, what is the deciding rule? What is the thumb rule? Please concentrate. One student is giving wrong answer. One student is giving material consumption. No. Please concentrate. One thumb rule I will explain today. One thumb rule I will explain today. This is your storeroom and this is your production department. Once you issue raw material to the production department, what? Once you issue raw material to the production department and during the production wastage or scrap happen, then it will be adjusted in one of the 5 items. Clear hai sir ye point? But if it is given in a question, during the store only raw material wasted, during the store only deteriorated, during the store only obsolete, and without issuing to the production, you are selling that raw material. Where you will adjust that? Material consume or one of the 5 items? So what is the thumb rule, sir? You will have to remember. What is the thumb rule? Once you issue the raw material to the production, once production start, then material also incurred, labor also incurred, and overhead also incurred. Are you getting the concept, guys? Once you issue the material to the production, to that material, some labor cost is also incurred, some overhead cost is also incurred. So it is illogical to adjust in material consumption. Yes or no? Because additional cost is also incurred during the production. So thumb rule is over. Once you issue to the production, during the production, defective, scrap, wastage happen, it will be adjusted in one of the 5 items. But if it is given specifically in question, that material during the storeroom wasted, during the storeroom deteriorated, obsolete, then you will adjust in material consumption. Is it clear to every one of you? So institute will purposefully confuse you in this ground. Next one. Boss, there are 2 type of packing. So the first one is your primary packing, second one is your secondary packing. Primary packing is necessary for preserving the goods. Primary packing is necessary for the preserving the goods. Secondary packing is generally used for transportation of the goods. Sarji, boys and girls, we know the Kit Kat. We know the Kit Kat Cadbury. Kit Kat Cadbury will come with the 2 packing. One will be the red packing and another one will be silver foil. Yes or no? Cadbury is wrapped on that silver foil. So the packing immediately above the product is called as a primary packing. Yes or no? And packing above the primary packing is called as a secondary packing. Primary packing is one of the 5 items. Quality control, research and development, administration overhead related with the production, less sale of scrap, add primary packing. And secondary packing is a part of distribution overhead. Secondary packing is a part of distribution overhead. It is expenses to be returned in distribution. Is it clear to every one of you? Yes or no? Okay, some online student are also replying. Good. Chaliye. So next item, after primary packing, after secondary packing, let's go to the next item. What is the new amendment, Prabhu? Interest on non-equity fund will be shown as separate element of cost of sales. Separate element of means administration general, selling overhead, distribution overhead, then add this interest on non-equity fund. Next one. One question asked in 2023, I guess. Rectification cost of defective. Rectification of cost of defective. Where you will write this rectification cost of defective? Factory overhead. Where you will write it? Rectification cost of defective factory overhead. Yes, sir ji. How much is production quantity written? During the production, scrap happens. Scrap directly, sorry, not 100%. Saji, 10% is a scrap. And Sarji, defective are 10% of finished product. For which rectification cost is incurred, say for example 15 rupees, for which rectification cost is incurred, suppose 15 rupees. You'll have to tell me how many units are defective. Read question carefully. How many units are defective and how much will be the rectification cost? First of all, let's understand. I'll come to you. You'll have to answer. But guys, boys and girls, everybody please concentrate here. There is a difference between scrap and defective. There is huge difference between scrap and defective. What is the difference? Scrap are directly surgy wastage. Scrap cannot be rework. Scrap cannot be rework. Suppose while producing the benches, iron and steel you will have to cut. That extra cut material is a scrap. You cannot rectify and use in the main production. So scrap cannot be reused. Scrap cannot be rectified. But defective units can be rectified. Read and quickly tell me how much will be your defective units and how much will be your rectification cost of defective. Any answer, guys? Quickly. We are in the revision lecture. Fast answer is expected from you all. Huh? 800 or 720? Yes, Saji. What you will do? Saji, gross production will be 8,000. Correct, guys? First of all, you will have to deduct the scrap. Scrap means, Saji, directly wastage. 10% is a scrap. Means 800 is a scrap. How many units finished, sir? How many units finished by you? Is it 7,200? In that finished product, how much are defective, Sarji? Sarji, defective 10% of what? Gross production, it is written in a question, or 10% of finished product. So 7,200 multiplied by 10%, is it 720? Rectification cost will be 720 multiplied by 15. How much it will be, Sarji? 10,000? Are you getting the point? Scrap cannot be reworked. Scrap you will have to sell as it is, but defective units you can rework. So where you will write rectification cost of the defective? Where you will write rectification cost of the defective? Fast answer, Sarji. Are you sure? Factory overheads? Yes or no? Chalo. Where you will write abnormal cost? Sarji, once abnormal word is used, you know, sir, where to transfer that abnormal cost, Sarji. Abnormal cost means material loss by fire, material loss by theft, fine, penalty, abnormal idle time, etc. Where you transfer that abnormal cost? Will you write in cost sheet or you'll have to transfer to costing profit and loss account? Costing profit and loss account. Sir, what about subsidy grant incentive? Sir, you purchase the raw material worth rupees 10,000. Central government given subsidy of 2,000. You are paying 8,000. That raw material will be recorded at 10,000 or raw material will be recorded at 8,000. 8,000. So subsidy grant will be deducted from the purchase price. Sir, any fine, any penalty, any damage, any demurrage, normal है या abnormal है? Fine, penalty, confiscation charges, then demurrage charges is abnormal. Where you will transfer that abnormal cost? Costing profit and loss account. Sir, where you will write pollution control expenses? Is it a factory overhead? Is it an administration overhead? Is it a selling overhead? Is it a distribution overhead? Pollution will be generated in factory, so it will be your factory overhead. Okay, Sarji. Next one. Sarji, sir, fit one expenses in your mind in 2024 attempt, in 2025 January or May attempt. This adjustment is asked. Most important adjustment, Sarji, salary paid to production control manager. Salary paid to whom? This is the functional manager. Some student in exam think that, okay, production control manager, so it is a factory overhead. No, no, no. Sir, our institute classify salary paid to production control manager as administration overhead related with the production. Remember this important line. Remember this item in examination. If you overlook, if you are not focusing, you are just reading, Acha, production control manager. If you are focusing only on production, some student will think that it is a factory overhead. Directly marks will be deducted. So it is not a factory overhead. It is administration overhead related with the production. One more item I have written, sir. What it is? Expenses paid for administration of the factory. Expenses of administration. So it is an administration overhead but related with the production. Clear, guys? Please focus on the second example. So many example. January attempt 25 also they have asked this. Salary paid to production control manager. You can check, Sarji. Okay. Next. Please concentrate. Boys and girls, very important point. Sometimes per unit cost sheet is also asked. You have to prepare total cost sheet also. You'll have to prepare per unit cost sheet also. Sometimes they will ask, Sarji. How to prepare per unit? Just 3 thumb rule. 3 thumb rule. First thumb rule. Up to cost of production, divide every figure by production quantity. Divide every figure by production quantity. After cost of production, divide everything by sales quantity. Sir, what is 2 thumb rule I discuss? If you want to prepare per unit cost sheet, then each and every item, material consumed, direct wages, factory overhead, direct expenses, whatever item you are writing, up to cost of production, you will divide by which quantity, Sarji? Production quantity. After cost of production, you will divide by sales quantity. And mind-blowing important part, opening stock of WIP, closing stock of WIP, opening stock of finished goods, closing stock of finished goods, amount column dash, per unit column dash. Tell me 3 thumb rule I told you. If you want to prepare cost sheet per unit, In sir, they expect per unit also in examination. If production quantity, sale quantity is given, they expect you should prepare per unit cost sheet as well. Prabhu, tell me. Up to cost of production divided by what? Production quantity. After cost of production divided by sales quantity. Sir, for 4 items per unit column should be dash. Opening stock of WIP, closing stock of WIP. Opening stock of finished goods, closing stock of finished goods per unit column will be dash. Material given in a question 1,18,000. Material given in a question 1,18,000. Inclusive of GST of 18%. Material purchase 1,18,000 inclusive of GST of 18%. And for GST, ITC, input tax credit is eligible. For GST, input tax credit is eligible. Now you tell me, Sarji, you tell me, how much you will record this raw material? Will you record for 1,18,000 or something else? 1 lakh? Direct 0 marks. Direct 0 marks, sir. Direct 0 marks. Because you have written first item wrong, paper checker will not check next item, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me, how much will be the material cost? 1,18,000 is a wrong answer. Absolutely wrong answer, sir. Tell me, how much it will be? Tell me na, sir. Online student, I am also watching your answers. You can answer, guys. Online student, those who are watching online, comment, Sarji. You can comment there. Yes, sir. Okay. So what is the thumb rule? What is the thumb rule? Thumb rule is that, concentrate, if ITC, input tax credit is eligible, if input tax credit is eligible, don't add GST in purchase price, correct? But if input tax credit is not eligible, then input tax credit not eligible, then add. Now in this 1,18,000, ITC eligible or ITC not eligible? What I have written there, ITC is eligible. If ITC is eligible, you will not add GST in the purchase price, correct? But sir, institute confused you by giving 1,18,000 inclusive of GST. Mean already in 1,18,000 GST figure is included. Now you already completed GST lecture. Now you tell me, yes sir, you tell me, what will happen, sir? Tell me what will happen, sir. How to calculate that GST figure? 1,18,000 divided by 118 multiplied by 18. GST figure. If you want GST figure, multiplied by 18. If you want purchase figure, you will have to multiply it by 100. So how much will be the purchase price? 1 lakh. Correct? If ITC not available in this question, then if ITC not available in this question, then you will directly record at 1,18,000 inclusive of the GST. Correct, boss? Sir, new adjustment I asked. They have not asked this adjustment till now, inclusive of GST. In one RTP they asked this. So might be in your attempt they will give this inclusive of GST and some people will get fooled here. They think that, okay, GST credit is available, no need to add GST. No need to add, but already 1,18,000 is a inclusive na, sir. Yes or no? Clear, boss? Okay. Sirji, website maintenance charges. First answer is expected from you. Website maintenance charges. Is it a factory overhead, administration overhead or selling overhead? Selling and distribution overhead. Correct, Sirji. Expenses incurred to participate in business exhibition. Is it selling overhead, Sirji? Expenses incurred for participation of business exhibition is your selling overhead. Legal charges. Legal charges, Sirji. Administration overhead. Where you will write legal charges? Administration overhead. General administration overhead. Okay, sir. Sir, if in a question material cost is given per unit, suppose 10 rupees per unit, labor cost is given 20 rupees per unit, direct expenses is given 5 rupees per unit, and I want total, what I'll do? Multiply by which quantity, sir? I told you na, up to cost of production, consider production quantity. After cost of production, consider sales quantity. Yes or no? Sir, some student make a mistake here. Selling overhead given 2 rupees per unit. Distribution overhead is given, suppose 2 rupees per unit. This 2 rupees will be multiplied by what? Production quantity or sales quantity? Remember, up to cost of production, consider production quantity. After cost of production, consider sales quantity. Correct, guys? And last part, then we'll solve some practical question. Topic is over. That is, Sarji, profit percentage. Profit percentage. Profit percentage on cost, profit percentage on sales. Profit percentage 100% on cost is equivalent to 50% on sales. 1/2. Profit percentage is 50% on cost, that is 1/2. It will be equivalent to 1/3 of sales, 33.33%. If profit percentage is given 33.33% on cost, that is 1/3 on cost, it will be equivalent to 1/4 on sales, that is 25%. Perfect, Prabhu? Next one, if 1/4 on Sarji, cost it is given 25% on cost, it will be equivalent to 20% on sales, 1/5. 20% on cost given, that is 1/5 on cost given, it will be 1/6 of sales, 16.67%. Sir, is it correct or not? But sometimes, sir, institute is smart. Institute knows, you all knows this. Institute is smart. What institute will do? Profit is 15% on sales. Profit will be something 12%, 15%, 10%, something odd figure they will ask. Okay. Now what you'll have to do? You'll have to use one formula, simple. Cost plus profit is equal to sales. Now while preparing cost sheet, you will come up to this point, cost of sales. Yes or no? Then you will have to add profit. Suppose profit, how much it is given, Saji? 15%. 15% of sales is equal to sales. Then what you will do, Sarji? Suppose your cost of sales. Suppose your cost of sales is 90,000. How much is your cost of sales? 90,000. So 90,000 is equal to 0.85 sales. Sir, is it correct or wrong? This 0.15 will be transferred to the right hand side. 1 minus 0.15 will be 0.85. Kindly tell me how much will be the sales value then. 90,000 divided by 0.85. Fast answer, sir. Whatever. Are you getting the point? How to work that? Surely. Yes, sir. So, now boys and girls, we are going to solve 3 most important questions of this topic. Most important. So, at the time of your examination, when you are giving examination, in that 1.5 day, at least these 3 questions should be covered by you. At least 3 questions. They are from our textbook only. No issues. Please concentrate here. Following details are provided. Sir, first question I will take Tarak Mehta ka Ulta Chashma. First will be Tarak Mehta ka Ulta Chashma. Means, sir, reverse working question I'll take first. Then one big question we are going to solve and one more. Concentrate, sir. Following details are provided by Zia Private Limited for the quarter ended 39/2018. Direct expenses is given. Direct wages 175% of factory overhead, which is 2,57,250. This adjustment asked in examination 3 times till now. Recent examination. Tell me, sir, what they have written there? Sir, what they have written, sir ji? Direct wages. Direct wages. Everyone please concentrate. Direct wages being, tell me, sir, being 175% of factory overhead is equal to, how much is the amount of direct wages given in this question? 2 lakhs. I'm sorry, sir. 2,57,250. 2,57,250. Correct, Prabhu? So everyone please concentrate. Direct wages is equal to 175% of factory overhead. Direct wages is 2,57,250 is equal to 175% of factory overhead. Therefore, factory overhead is equal to 2,57,250 divided by 175%. Prabhu, what will be your factory overhead? 1,40,000. Are you getting the point? This adjustment will be asked so many times. One more question to you. Profit is rupees 750. Profit is rupees 750, which is 15% of sales. Profit is, Sarji, 750 and which is 15% on sales. Kindly tell me what will be your sales value. What will be your sales value? Is it 5,000? How, sir? 750 divided by 15%. Is it 5,000? Correct, sir? So remember these adjustments which are very important. Let's go ahead. So direct wages, COGS. What they have given, sir, directly? COGS. Selling and distribution overhead given, sales is given. Administration overhead are, what, sir? Administration overhead are 10% of factory overhead. So we will assume it as related with the production. Administration overhead related with the production. Generally they will give in examination whether they are related with the production or general. So here we'll assume production. Opening stock is given, closing stock is given. You are required to prepare the cost sheet showing raw material consumed, prime cost, factory overhead, cost of goods sold, cost of sales and profit. Quickly tell me, whatever information is available, read question and tell me, Sarji, what is your first information available in the question? First information available in the question, Sarji. Direct expenses, sir. Direct expenses is your first item. You can check there, Sarji. Direct expenses is your first item. Is it 1,80,000? Sarji, I am writing direct expenses 1,80,000. Done, Prabhu. Tell me next item. Read and tell me, sir, where to write. Sarji, direct wages 2 lakh. How much is your direct wages? 2 lakhs. 2,57,250. Done, Sarji. Written. Next item, read and tell me what they have given. Is it COGS given? How much is your COGS? 18 lakhs. 75,000 is your COGS. Next item, sir. Selling and distribution expenses. How much it is? 60,000 is your selling and distribution expenses. Next one. Sales is given. How much? 22 lakhs. 10,000 is your sales. Okay, Sarji. Next item. 22 lakh 10,000. Done, Sarji. Next item. Administration overhead are 10% of the factory overheads. Sir, please tell me how much is the factory overhead. We have just calculated how to calculate that factory overhead. Is it 1,47,000? So factory overhead I will write there 1,47,000. Perfect, Prabhu. And administration overhead are how much percentage? I think so 10%. 1,47,000 multiplied by 10%. How much will be the administration overhead? Is it 14,700, Malik? Next item given in the question. Opening stock and closing stock. Tell me how much is the opening stock of raw material? 2 lakhs. 2,45,600. Next one, closing stock of raw material. 2,08,000 is your closing stock of raw material. Done, Sirji. Next one. Opening stock of WIP is given. 1,70,000. How much is the closing stock of WIP? 1,90,000. Are you sure, guys? Finished goods also given opening stock and closing stock directly. How much is the opening stock of finished goods? 3,10,000. How much is the closing stock? 2,75,000. Yes, sir. Completed. All data over. Now you tell me. I'll start with COGS. If you are solving any reverse working question, while reverse calculation, opposite treatment you will have to give. If any item added, you will have to subtract. If any item subtracted, you will have to add. Now you tell me, from this COGS, I want to find the factory cost. What I'll do, sir, I'll write with a red pen. Yes, sir ji. Tell me calculation, sir ji. Everyone, sir ji. 18,75,000. Next one. Add. Sir, add na. 2,75,000 minus 3,10,000 minus 14,700. Please tell me how much will be your factory cost. Fast answer, sir. 18 lakhs 20, 1825 300. Okay, sir. Kindly tell me yourself. Kindly tell me yourself what will be my gross factory cost. 18 lakhs 25,300 bolo. Next one. Add 1 lakhs 90,000 minus 1 lakh 70,800. Please tell me what I am going to write there in that gross factory cost. What is your answer? 18 lakhs 44,500. Sir, please tell me what I am going to write there in case of prime cost. How much is the prime cost, Prabhu? 18 lakh 44,500 minus, is it 1 lakh 47,000, sir? Tell me answer, sir. 16 lakh 97,500. Okay, sir ji. Sir ji, kindly tell me how much will be your direct material consumed. Reverse working, sir ji. 16 lakhs 97,500 minus 1 lakh 80,000 direct expenses minus 2 lakh 57,250 your direct labor. Prabhu, how much is your material consumed? I'll write in the outer column. Yes, sir. 12 lakhs 60,250. Right, sir ji? And please tell me what will be my purchases of raw material. Fast answer, sir. Purchases of raw material. 12 lakh 60,250 plus 2 lakh 8,000 minus 245,600. Prabhu, answer, how much is raw material purchased by you? 12 lakhs 20,650. Is it correct, guys? Calculation mistake is possible. We are solving very fast, so there is possibility of calculation mistake, but you understood how to solve. In case of reverse working, if you have added something, you'll have to deduct. If you have deducted something, you'll have to add. Is it clear to every one of you? Yes or no? Next one. 1222 650. Yes, sir. Our answer is absolutely correct. No problem. 12,22,650. Answer is absolutely correct. Okay. We'll solve the biggest question of your cost sheet topic, module question. Biggest question, sir. All adjustment will be covered in this question. Everybody please tell me. Sir, immediately you will tell me whether it is a factory overhead, whether it is an administration overhead, whether it is a selling overhead, whether it is a distribution overhead. Yes, sir ji. Start. Yes, sir. Raw material purchased. Tell me, sir. Raw material purchase. Material consumed. Right, sir? That material consumed adjustment. Be careful. Read carefully. Tell me, what about GST? What about GST? Fast answer, sir ji. What about GST? Sir ji, credit available or credit not eligible? Not eligible. In my notes, it is eligible, sir. Eligible na sir. If it is eligible, will you add in purchase price? No. So 10 lakh. Freight inward. Where to add? Factory overhead? Factory overhead or material consumption? Added in material consumption, sir ji. Wages paid to factory workers. Are sir, direct wages na sir ji. Factory worker means direct wages. Yes or no? Quickly answer. Contribution to provident fund. Bonus paid. These two items will be covered where? What I told you, sir ji. Allowances, perquisite, provident fund, anything you'll have to add into the direct wages. Next one, royalty. Direct expenses, yes or no? Direct expenses, production related royalty, direct expenses. Yes, sir ji. Amount paid to the power and fuel, is it direct expenses? Amount paid for purchase of mold pattern. Arre wait, life is 2 years. 8,96,000, life is 2 years. Divided by 2 na sir ji, amortized cost you'll have to consider. I think so it is 4,48,000 Prabhu. And where it will go? Direct expenses, correct hai? Job charges, outsourcing charges, subcontracting charges is your direct expenses, guys. Stores and spare part consumed. Sir, remember, what do you mean by consumption? What do you mean by consumption? Sir, consumption means material identity is over. Material get consumed, not present in the final product. If material is not present in a final product, is it direct material or indirect material? If material is not present in a final product, is it a direct material or indirect material? Indirect material. It is transferred to the factory overhead. Fast answer. Quick answer. Quick answer. Sir ji, depreciation on factory building. Depreciation on office building. Wrong answer. General administration overhead. Depreciation on plant and machinery. Delivery vehicle depreciation. Distribution overhead. Salary paid to supervisor. Supervisor means factory supervisor. Is it factory overhead? Repairs and maintenance, quickly. Plant and machinery repairs and maintenance. Sales office building repairs and maintenance. Don't get confused. Office means not administration. Which office? Sales office. What it will be? Selling overhead. Don't just read vehicle. Vehicle is a distribution. Don't just read vehicle. Vehicle used by director. General administration overhead. Sir, all this insurance premium is insurance of plant, insurance of factory building, insurance of the stock of raw material and WIP. Is it factory overhead? Sir, quality control expenses. Quality control expenses. Is it one of the 5 items? Salary paid to quality control staff. Is it one of the 5 items? Quality control. R&D related with the production. Sir, is it one of the 5 items? Quality control, research and development. Yes or no? Yes, sir ji. Pollution control equipment expenses. Pollution control expenses. Yes, sir ji. Online student. Anchal, Abhinav, Ashlesh, Asiya, Chaitra, Diksha, Fawaz. Answer, yes, sir. So many students are there. All my Mangalore batch student. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir. Pollution control equipment will be your factory overhead. Yes or no? Expenses paid for administration of factory. Administration overhead, whether it is general or production related. Production related. Yes, sir ji. Salary paid to functional manager. Sir, I have written this. In examination, they will not write this. Production control manager salary, I told you, remember this item. So the production control manager is administration overhead related with the production, correct? Finance and accountant salary. Correct answer, general administration overhead, sales and marketing salary, selling overhead. Next one, salary paid to general manager. General administration overhead, yes sir ji. Packing cost paid, primary packing. One of the 5 item, very good sir ji. Next one, packing charges paid for redistribution of the goods. Distribution overhead, interest paid on non-equity fund. One of the separate item of cost of sales. Correct hai sir ji? After administration general, selling overhead. After selling overhead, distribution overhead. After distribution overhead, write this line, interest on non-equity fund. It will be your cost of sales. Agreed, Prabhu? Fees paid to auditor, legal advisor, independent director. Wrong answer. General administration overhead. Correct, sir? Performance bonus paid to, sir, in examination. Okay, don't just read bonus. Bonus to whom? Sales staff. It is not factory overhead. It will be your sale overhead. Correct, guys? Then, Sarji, opening stock, closing stock. You know where to write these. Amount realized by sale of scrap waste generated during the production process. I don't want wrong answer. Give me correct answer. 86,000 will be adjusted in material consumption, or 86,000 is adjusted in one of the 5 items. What thumb rule today I have given to you? Sir, where this scrap is generated? In storeroom it is generated, or during the production it is generated? Sir, once scrap is generated in production, not only material cost, labor cost, overhead cost, so many costs is involved. So it is illogical to adjust in material consumption. It will be adjusted in one of the 5 items. Correct, sir? So all item I have discussed in detail. Next one. Sirji, most important adjustment 2-3 hours before examination. See this example and go into the examination. January attempt student. Those students are having January attempt. Go 2-3 hours before examination. Read this question. Might be there in your examination. Yes, sir. This related question, similar question. Exactly this not question. Similar concept question will be there. Okay. HKC manufactured 2 type of pen, super pen, normal pen. Cost data for the year ended 30th September is as follows. Direct material, direct wages, production overhead, total. It is further ascertained that direct material cost in super pen was twice as much as direct material in normal pen. Most important adjustment. Next one, direct wages for normal pen was 60% of the super pen. Direct wages cost of normal pen is 60% of those of super pen. Production overhead is 30 paise. Administration overhead 200% of the direct wages. Assume production related administration overhead. Selling cost is 25 paise. Production quantity is given, sales quantity is given. Selling price is 7 rupees, 5 rupees. Prepare cost sheet per unit and total profit. Sir, fast answer. How much is the closing stock of super pen? How much is the closing stock of the super pen? Sir, kindly answer. How much will be the closing stock of super pen? How 4,000? Production is 40,000, sale is 36,000. How much will be the closing stock? Is it 4,000? Sir, how much will be the closing stock of normal pen? 20,000. Yes or no? Everyone read adjustment number A. Adjustment number A will decide whether you will score out of marks or directly you will score 0 marks. Adjustment number A, adjustment number B will decide whether you will get out of marks or directly you will get 0 marks. What is the direct material information given here? What direct material information is given, sir? Which type of pen you produce here? 2 type of pen. Which are the 2 type of pen? A normal pen and one is a super pen. Correct, sir? One is a normal pen, another is a super pen. So what about material, sir? Material cost of super pen equals to material cost of normal pen, or material cost of super pen is double as compared to normal pen? So tell me quickly, Sirji. Sir, read A adjustment and answer quickly. Material cost of super pen is double, na? This is super pen. This is normal pen. For super pen, double cost is required material. For normal pen, less cost. Suppose this 2 lakh rupees is your cost. Correct, sir? Tell me how much will be the material cost of super pen. Calculate and tell me, sir. For super pen, double material required. For normal pen, not double, means x and 2x. So please tell me, most of the student will make a mistake here. Most of the student will make a mistake here. How much will be the direct material applicable to super pen? Any answer? Try. Don't read an answer. Means if you have answers, don't read an answer. Tell me. One lakh 33,333.33. Correct, guys? Right now? And 66,667. Yes or no? Sir, you are applying 2/3 multiplied by 2 lakhs and 1/3 multiplied by 1 lakhs. 2 lakhs, sir ji. Answer is absolutely wrong. Direct 0 marks. Direct 0 marks, sir ji. Why? Sir ji, whether production quantity of super pen and normal pen is same or production quantity of super pen and normal pen is different. Different, sir ji, different. So boys and girls, everyone please concentrate. I will assume. What I am going to assume? Check, sir ji. Direct material cost per pen of normal pen as a x. What I am assuming? X. Super pen will be 2x. Correct, sir? Yes or no? How much quantity of normal pen is produced by you, sir ji? And how much quantity of super pen is produced? Sir ji, tell me equation. Fast. What will be the equation, sir ji? Super pen 40,000. Correct? How much material required? Is it 2x? Normal pen 1,20,000, sir. Multiplied by, is it x? Is equal to, how much is material cost over there, sir ji? Material cost, is it 2 lakhs? Now solve this equation. 80,000x plus 1,20,000x is equal to 2 lakhs. Sir ji, please tell me what will be the value of x. Is it 1 rupees? So per unit price, material cost of normal pen is 1x. Super pen will be 2x. Is it 2 rupees? Are you agree with this? Same adjustment will be required in case of labor. Same adjustment will be required in case of labor, sir. What adjustment will be required? I will assume labor cost per pen required in super pen as a x. Normal pen, you will tell me. Read second adjustment and tell me. If super pen required x labor, normal pen will require. Are normal pen will require 0.6x. Yes or no? Now tell me how much quantity is produced, sir ji. I'll write here. 40,000 into x plus 1,20,000 multiplied by 0.6x is equal to, I think so, 1 lakh. How much is labor cost? 1,12,000, Prabhu? 1 lakh hai? Correct na, sir ji? 1,12,000. Yes, sir. So tell me 40,000x plus 72,000x is equal to 1,12,000. Sir, your value of x is equal to 1 rupees. Correct hai? Super pen direct wage cost is 1 rupees. Normal pen is 0.6. Correct na, guys? Now tell me, sir, what will be the total material cost? Fast answer. 2 rupees and 1 rupees will be multiplied by what? 2 rupees and 1 rupees will be multiplied by what? Production quantity or sales quantity? Up to cost of production, divide, consider production quantity. After cost of production, consider sales quantity. Agreed, sir? So multiplied. A super pen, how many quantity produced by you? So answer will be 80,000. 40,000 into 2. Next one, normal pen, sir ji. 1 lakh into 1. Is it 1 lakh? 1,20,000. Okay, Prabhu. 1,20,000. Done, sir ji. 1 multiplied by 40,000. Is it 40,000? 0.6 multiplied by 1,20,000. Is it 72,000? Direct material plus direct labor is equal to your prime cost. Direct expenses is not given here. 1,20,000. Is it 3 rupees? 1,92,000. Is it 1.6, Prabhu? Quickly. Production overhead. Read. Third line. C adjustment. How much is your production overhead? Same as, sir, both product. So 30 paise, 30 paise. Again, 0.30 here also, 0.30 here also. 0.30 multiplied by 40,000 or 0.30 multiplied by 36,000. Why 40,000? Up to cost of production, divide multiplied by production quantity. Sir, is it 12,000, Prabhu? And 1 lakh 20,000 into 0.30, is it 36,000? Yes, sir. So what will be your factory cost? Kindly tell me. 1 lakh 32,000? Yes or no? 3.30. Sir ji, 2 lakh 28,000? Array calculator premi. Answer do. Is it 1.90? Next one. Sir, read in the question. What is the rate of that administration overhead given, sir ji? Administration overhead are or direct wages. Assume they are related with the production. 200% of the direct wages. Is it 80,000, Malik? Is it 72? 1 lakh 44,000? So 2 rupees rate, 1.2 rupees rate. Yes, sir ji. What will be your cost of production? Sir ji, 2 lakhs 12,000. Rate will be 5.30, Prabhu. Next one, 3 lakhs 72,000. Rate will be 3.1. Opening stock is not given, closing stock is given. How to calculate value of closing stock? Very nice. Production cost. How much is the production cost? Are 2 lakh 12,000. Correct, sir ji? Divided by production quantity 40,000. Multiply by closing stock quantity. Sir ji, how much is the closing stock quantity? Is it 4,000? Sir, is it 21,200? Sir, in per unit column, what I'll write? Closing stock, how much I will write? Dash. Opening stock WIP, closing stock WIP. Opening stock finished goods, closing stock finished goods. Directly dash. Now tell me, sir ji, 3,72,000 divided by 1,20,000 multiplied by 20,000. Sir, is it 62,000? Per unit dash. Kindly tell me how I can calculate 21,200 directly. How I can calculate 21,200 directly? Sir, direct 5.3 multiplied by 4,000. 3.1 multiplied by 20,000. Same answer you will get. Kindly tell me how much will be your COGS? Please answer, Saji. COGS, anyone? 1 lakhs? 90,800. Rate will be same, 5.30. If you divide by, now you will divide by 36,000, rate will be same. In the next column, Saji, is it 3,10,000? Your answer will be 3.10 only. Selling cost is given in the question, Prabhu. Selling cost is given in E adjustment, 25 paisa for both the pen. So 0.25, Prabhu, 0.25. Don't give me wrong answer, Malik. 0.25 will be multiplied by what? Production quantity or sales quantity? Sales quantity. 0.25 into 36,000. Is it 9,000? 0.25 into 1 lakh. Is it 25,000? So you will get cost of sales. Sirji, cost of sale will be 199,800. Is it 5.55? Next situation, 3 lakh 35,000, Prabhu. Answer will be 3.35. Sales is given in the question. 7 rupees is the selling price of the super pen. 5 rupees is the selling price of the normal pen. 7 multiplied by 1 lakh. 7 lakhs? 36,000. Yes, sir. 7 multiplied by 36,000. So 7 into 36,000. It will be 2,52,000. 5 multiplied by 1 lakh. Correct, sir. 5 lakhs. Balancing figure will be your profit. Balancing figure will be profit. Yes, sir ji. 52,200. Array calculator premi answer. Is it 1.45? Next one. Is it 1,65,000? 1.65. So very important 3 questions we have solved. Now, what you should do now? Sir, at the home, revise all the question today only. Just go through all the question. No need to solve, guys. Already we have solved these 3 questions. Just go through 3 questions. Okay, your topic is over. Very less time will be required in future when you go for the self-study. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next lecture. Next revision topic will be your direct material. It will take more time. So timing will be informed by Trisha Institute. We'll see, sir. Thank you so much. And do inform Whether this lecture is beneficial, not beneficial, some improvement is required, do inform guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture. Take care all guys.